Welcome to Off the Record, talking real estate with Joe and Makayla. If you're interested in the Portland, Oregon real estate market and want the unvarnished inside scoop, you've come to the right place. Thanks for giving us a listen. Okay, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining, everyone. Hello, Makayla.
Hello, Joe. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I just had a wonderful, wonderful food cart lunch.
I know. Isn't that so fun?
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out our grub guide, go to YouTube, Live Portland channel, and check us out. We go and do reviews of food carts all over town. And I got to tell you, Portland is the epicenter of food cart wonderfulness. It is unbelievably good.
It is. We're really not running out of options.
No, we really aren't. What was the place that we were at today? Village
Kitchen.
Village Kitchen.
Amazing.
Yeah, Burmese food. And I'm not a big curry guy, folks, but I went for it. I went out of my comfort zone.
Yes, you did. I was so proud.
Makayla pushed me into it, said, we're doing this truck. It's curry. You're going to love it. And guess what? I loved it. It was good. You said that it was the best pod that you've had so far.
Yeah, I think it was my favorite food cart that we've done.
Yeah.
It was so tasty, just so many different flavors. And I just like walking away not feeling like I just had a cheeseburger and feel heavy. So it was, yeah, highly recommend.
I would have felt better if I wouldn't have finished off yours.
Yeah. It was so good, though.
Eat it, and it was non-bread.
I was stuffed.
Yeah. So good. So good. So anyways, that's what's going on with me. What's going on with you, Makayla?
Same. Doing the pod today. Catching up on the luxury real estate market here in Portland.
We've got a great episode for you today. Short and sweet, but I think people might be surprised at some of the information we're going to throw your way.
I know I was when I was researching.
Yeah.
So incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of figured it was going to be. I've been watching it a little bit. And it is crazy what the numbers say. But before we dive into that, we have our hot take.
Off the record moment.
The off the record moment. Okay, here is my hot take. And I don't know, it's not really a hot take. It's just a real estate thing. But in 30 years, I don't think I've seen as many really super quality homes on the market as I've seen in this market right now, fall of 2025.
Well, that's depresso.
Well, if you're a seller, yeah.
Sorry.
But if you're a buyer, there's a lot of great homes to choose from.
Yes, there are.
You know, we've talked about the fact that the top 3 to 5% still go quickly and get multiple offers. And I mean, we have one on the market right now in McMinnville that I think is a spectacular home that's maybe $25,000 or more below market what's sold in that neighborhood. And, you know, we've been on the market 5 days and we've got 3 showings, but we're not getting multiple offers yet. And it still might happen, but, you know, that's surprising to me. And other homes, I've got a client who's looked at a couple of places and both of them sat there for almost 30 days.
It's
and
so
are amazing
weird.
homes. But the minute we set up a showing, boom, offer in hand,
I know.
sale pending.
Always how that happens.
But how do those homes last for 30 days?
I don't know. I have a buyer client who's looking at one. It's a great home. We've seen it once. We're going to go back and see it. It's been on the market for 104 days and they've had no other offers. And it is a solid home. Like I would move myself into this home. It's so nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Saying something.
Right?
So that's my hot take.
I agree.
Okay. What's yours?
Well, the one we discussed, I don't really like anymore.
Okay.
It's not spicy enough. So I think I'm just going to say a one-liner here. I want no follow-ups. Legally, we probably can't have any follow-ups. Not legally.
Tell me more.
Portland is not a war zone. That's what I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
You're babysitting 3 dogs right now.
This feels like a war zone.
This is the war zone. Yeah. Okay, we'll leave it at that.
On.
We'll leave it at that.
On to the Portland Metro Luxury Market Fall Update. That's a title.
Yeah, so let's define luxury.
Okay.
Used to be $1 million and above. Well, used to be 750 and
people
above.
can define it as whatever they want to, but you and I define it as 1.2 million and above.
Yeah, that's kind of where our Mendoza line is on that, but give or take depending on the areas you're in and that type of thing. But it is amazing. And I know you don't like diving in the weeds of numbers, but I think the numbers have really...
They tell a great story.
They do tell a great story for the luxury market, that is.
Yes.
But right now, it's such a crazy marketplace when it's what they call bifurcated. How about that? Word of the day.
Can you tell me what that means?
Bifurcated. 2 separate markets.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's the regular market, which makes up about 70% of the market, 75% of the market. And then there's the luxury, which is 1.2 and above, which I don't know, probably 20%, maybe something like that. And the regular market is, for the most part, interest rate sensitive, values staying steady, or in some areas kind of coming down.
Yeah.
But holy smokes, the luxury market, 1.2 and above in Portland Metro, just keeps churning along.
Yes, it's all in the green, meaning it's been increasing in value. And it's been in the green for the last 3 years, while the rest of the market has slowly been flat.
So we looked at, you pulled up September 23 to this September 2025, and 1.2 to 1.5 has outpaced the last 2 years for solds, which is crazy.
It is crazy.
Absolutely crazy. But then you go to 1.5 to 1.7 and it's outpaced it even more. And then when you go 1.7 and above, 39 homes, 1.7 and above sold September 2025. That's crazy.
It's insane to me. Yeah. And 39 homes sold in September of 2024, 1.7 and above.
In total, Portland saw 78 homes sell above 1.2 million this September.
Up from 66 a year prior, 2024, which is like an 18% increase.
Yeah. Yeah. And I attribute this to, that price point, you're not going to really have interest rate sensitivity.
Right.
Even though the jumbo rates are pretty darn good right now.
Are they?
Low 6s, yeah.
Wow. Good to know.
Yeah. But most of the people buying in this price point are bringing a heavy down payment or just full cash. And I don't want to say that the luxury home buyer is smarter than the rest of us. That's not true. Everyone out there right now is very, very savvy.
Yeah.
But I do think that the luxury segment is seeing opportunity, where a lot of people might see opportunity, but have restrictions, man. It's tougher to get that monthly payment. It's tougher to get down payment. You're not being able to afford as much as you did before when rates were in the 2s and 3s. And that's not the case with the luxury buyer right now. They see opportunity where there's a ton of great homes on the market, and they're getting after it.
Would you go as far to say that luxury buyers, they've probably been through a few markets before, bought and sold in other markets?
The majority,
right?
yes.
Like, we're not seeing first-time buyers buy $2 million houses very often.
No, we are not.
Typically they're seasoned. They're, they've done this before.
They've done this
so
before.
they can understand that it's important to be patient.
Yeah. One thing that just occurred to me that may be a contributing factor is financial advisors.
Yeah.
I mean, those are becoming more prevalent, and I have a lot of friends that are financial advisors. We have clients that are financial advisors, and I think a lot of them are, honestly telling their high-end folks, listen, if that's what you want to do, there's no better time than now, because those values are just going to be going up. And if interest rates come down, it's just going to create more competition as a buyer. And first-time home buyers, we just don't see a lot of them that have financial advisors giving them advice on how to work with their money.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Smart with their money.
Yeah.
So what's driving the luxury market right now, Mac?
Well, like we just kind of talked about, selective buyer activity for sure. They're more intentional now than they've ever been, especially with mortgage rates holding steady. Cash buyers and move-up homeowners with equity continue to dominate this luxury segment.
limited yet steady inventory.
So the inventory in this segment remains tight, but this has helped stabilize prices, even as our overall days on market has increased just slightly here.
Yeah. Yeah. And we've talked about this before, but the shift towards the lifestyle, right? After COVID, people really started shifting to, well, how do I want to live, right? Not just what neighborhoods and schools, but how is it that I want to live my day-to-day life? And one of the things, and this could have been at the top of the segment that I'm loving, is, are you noticing how many homes we're seeing now with remodeled kitchens, remodeled everything? You know, it's unbelievable. And I'll raise my hand. Right after COVID, my wife and I remodeled the entire first floor of our house.
That was crazy.
I'm the cook in the house. I was like, I'm going to need the kitchen I want. That's my lifestyle. But we see that more and more and more. And that's kind of where I'm going back to. There are so many amazing homes on the market. And it's not just before, if you wanted a lifestyle home, you almost had to build it, or it was newer construction. And now we're seeing all these homes that are in older, more established neighborhoods that you previously might have gone into, and they were dated, right? They were from the 80s or the 90s or whatever. And now you go in there and it's like, oh, whoa, this is an open floor plan. This has the kitchen that I want. It has all of the updates. It has the appliances I want. I think part of that's what we went through with COVID, but it's also a lifestyle thing of, you know, this is how we want to live now.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
I like that take.
Yeah. So what this means for sellers, if you're considering selling a luxury property, it's a great market right now for that. And presentation and pricing are still extremely important, because there's no more sophisticated and well-educated buyer than the luxury buyer. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Well said. Yeah. Yeah.
They sniff out value, and if the value's there, they will pay for it. But if you think that you can fudge on, there's a home, you know, down the street that's 1.5 million, and they have it dialed. They've done all the updating. They've done everything they need to do. And yours is same neighborhood, same square footage, but you haven't done that. Don't think that you're going to get 1.5 also, right?
Couldn't agree more. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Going the extra mile with all the little things that take so much time up until the end is so worth it, from landscaping to curb appeal to that final touch of paint on the inside. It's more important now than ever.
Absolutely. But what does this mean for buyers right now, Mac?
Well, this means that, you know, like the rest of the market, buyers still have slightly more of a negotiating power in this market. You know, they obviously need to act a little bit quicker than they do in other markets. But still, we're seeing longer days on market here, meaning that buyers can negotiate on price, or maybe seller concessions, maybe more repairs, whatever it may be. Sellers are interested in selling, and they're willing to work with you.
Yeah, for sure. I think this is one of the most amazing times in recent history where a buyer can get into a neighborhood, or like we had a client buy a home on the river, and he hasn't moved into it yet 4 months, 6 months later, because he's remodeling it, but he got it at a great price, but it's the location. And it's the area, and it's walking distance to where he wants to be and all that. There are so many of those opportunities available. And for the most part, those homes are sitting a little bit longer. Even the you know, the high end, the luxury ones. So as a luxury buyer, you know, those opportunities are there, and you can get a screaming deal on some of these places in locations that you want to be in. If that's your number one, there's a lot of options right now.
Yes, I agree. Let's go get shopping. That's the fun part.
Yeah. So the final takeaway on the luxury segment is it is strong right now, and it's fairly balanced between sellers and buyers.
Yeah.
If, you know, if you're looking at a home that's completely dialed and it's in the perfect location, and it's got X, Y, Z, the outdoor living space, the this, the that, everything, you probably should be looking at that sooner than later, right? You can't sleep on those right now. But the other 80, 90% of the homes out there are going to sit a little bit longer, and there's some great opportunities.
Yes.
Yeah. And as a seller, I'd much rather be a seller in the 1.5 right now than the 650.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a great home in the 650 price point versus a great home in the 1.5. It's crazy to say this. And in 30 years in the business, I don't think I would have ever thought that I would say this. The 1.5 is moving much faster right now.
It's so crazy.
Than the 650 great home. Mm-hmm. And that is nuts. But, it has to do with that interest rate sensitivity, has to do with, there's some lack of confidence in jobs and different things going on right now that have severely affected the under 750 price point.
Right.
While the 1.2 and above, you just don't have that, which has kind of kept them floating. So that is the luxury market update for the Portland metro area. We'll have
Feels good. It feels positive.
Yeah. Good segment to be in. So we'll have some notes, some stats, some different things, maybe even a couple of our favorite homes listed in the show notes for this. liveportland.com, livportland.com, and go to the show notes in our podcast section. You can catch this. You can also watch this on YouTube if you go to the Live Portland channel, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we will send you the new episodes. How about that?
Please do. You can see us sitting in my dining room with our tree. Is this a wisdom tree? I don't even know what this is called, but it's above us.
I would love it if it was the wisdom tree. Start raining down on me.
I know. Hit me. I think we should just call it that.
Not feeling too smart right now.
Honestly, me either after that late lunch.
I know.
It was so tasty. Should we talk about our new segment before, or our new show offering before we end in our final segment?
I think we should. So Makayla and I are starting a quick little thing that we love. One of the great things about being at Sotheby's is our colleagues and us, we've represented some amazing homes, but our colleagues around the country and around the world represent some of the most ridiculously beautiful and amazing homes. Yeah. So we thought we'd start a segment highlighting some of these every week. And what we're going to do is just go over the video and just kind of talk through it with you. 2 to 3 minutes tops, but each time you're going to see an amazing home.
With our honest review.
Yeah, with our honest review. Sotheby's Extraordinary Homes is what we're going to be calling it.
Yes, and that'll live on our YouTube.
That will be on our YouTube channel. You might see it on our socials. But check it out. Everyone loves the super, super duper crazy fun houses. So we thought we'd highlight those for you.
Yeah.
And it's fun for us because we already look at them.
Right. Now we get to chat about it with you.
Share them with you guys. So keep an eye out for that. But before we say goodbye, our last segment is what we're loving.
Something we are loving.
What are you loving?
I am loving my wine subscription.
No kidding.
We just got a big box delivered right to our front door from one of our favorite wineries in McMinnville, Youngberg Hill, with 6 really yummy red blend wines.
Isn't that where you got married?
That is where we got married, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so sweet.
That's what I'm loving. That's what I'm staring at while we record. So I'm excited to crack one of those open.
Wow. Okay. Well,
nice Willamette Valley Pinot Noir.
Dangerous good wine in the house. That's phenomenal.
It is. What are you loving?
I am loving, and this is going to sound a little bit crazy, but I'm loving Parkdale and Hood River. I took a trip out there this week to meet with a potential client. Oh my gosh, it is drop dead gorgeous out there, Mac. You've been to Hood River. Most of our listeners have probably been to Hood River, but I was out there Wednesday of this week, and it was a beautiful, when I left Portland, it was cloudy. And I get out to Hood River, and it's completely clear. And this house that I went to, it literally sat at the doorstep of Mount Hood, and you almost had to crank your neck all the way back to see all of Mount Hood. It was just amazing. So amazing. And the thing that made me think about it for this segment was, I didn't know this, but there is a lot on the backside of Mount Hood Meadows, the ski resort, that the people from Hood River and Parkdale can go up the backside of Hood and park in that lot to get to the ski resort in 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's insane. I've never heard of that either.
Parkdale is 15 minutes from that lot at Mount Hood Meadows.
I think we need to go rent an Airbnb up there this winter.
I'm all for it. But that's what I'm loving right now. And the views out there, you know, we've sold some different properties out there. We sold a development of land that people built some amazing homes on. But it is just so gorgeous out there and so incredibly close to the mountain. So loving Parkdale Hood River.
Very cool. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, well, anytime. All right, folks.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us, and visit liveportland.com for all that information that we talked about, and the Live Portland channel on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll get you this content every time new stuff comes out. Thanks so much, Makayla. Good seeing you.
Good seeing you too. Bye
guys.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining us today. If you're interested in finding out more about Joe, myself, or the Live Portland team, you can go to liveportland.com. Thanks for giving us a listen, and see you next time on the Off the Record podcast.